Okay, I think we're good. I hear my daughter coming. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, the ITP Paladin. I think my daughter's going to bother me with her mobile game in 2 seconds, but this is a quick update video. Yeah, she's coming right over here.
And I'll sing it again for you.
Hey, you cutie.
Goodbye.
Careful. I like how she just comes into my room. I'll let this one go. I just want to kind of block her out if possible. But so 2 things. Number 1, an update to that aim guide extension. So it's kind of good that I held off. Actually, last week kind of turned to crap because my wife's morning sickness for the second baby coming in. She got hit hard with morning sickness, and everything kind of went out of whack. I had to pick up some of the slack that she would normally try to do, but you know, being that she's growing a baby, I've had to pick up a little extra. I basically didn't have time to do anything apart from personal pleasure and all that.
And the elephant likes red eggs, he rolls them.
Let's lower that a bit. You done with it? So either way, the aim guide is kind of delayed, but the but the overall end result is that it is coming. It is coming, but it's kind of good that I hold off because the second part actually is a good reason for me to delay, because I didn't even realize this was happening at any point, but apparently... Come on, go baby. Go enjoy yourself. Apparently there's a rework that was just revealed for Roadhog, and they did this over on X, now formerly known as Twitter. I still call it Twitter. I just decided to call it X to try. It didn't roll off the tongue smoothly at all. I won't be doing that again. But anyway, Roadhog Rework. So apparently they introduced a new ability called Pigpen with changes to pretty much everything. So can we enlarge the image? Can we open the image in a new tab? There we go. Won't let us zoom in? How about if I do this? I hate to do that, but... Okay, so... Making sure... Perfect, okay, good. Okay, so his new rework pretty much doesn't change his entire kit, but it does change how the abilities do work. So there was a little bit more of an in-depth... I think that they... No, they didn't put anything that I saw. They had a more in-depth... 2 replies. They had an exact breakdown on some patch notes. I don't know. Is this gonna be live? Forget that, bro. All I really want... It's going to be stupid like that, huh? Well, they had specific data, and I'm unfortunately not able to pull it up at the minute, but this is kind of the breakdown that's more important anyway. So let's quickly just go over this. So there is changes coming to Scrap Gun. They are removing the alternate fire, and they are rebalancing the damage. I was a little bit confused about how they sorted it, but as I understand, they're changing how the spread works with all the pellets. The pellet damage is being reduced. If I understood correctly, they said something about 4 masses in a specific center point that deal a set amount of damage, so I guess that makes up for the nerf in damage for the overall spread. Again, I'm not totally sure. The game hasn't updated yet, so I can't actually go and test it out and see what they're talking about. But essentially, they're removing the alternate fire, which balls it up and gives it longer range, so they're just removing that as a whole. The ultimate whole hog is not really getting changed, so nothing... At least as far as I saw, they didn't touch it in the patch notes that they covered. Chain Hook not getting touched, but Breather and Pigpen are the abilities that are going to be changed. So first and foremost, Pigpen. So when I watched the video on it, because there was a video on it that a guy released, he mentioned that there was essentially a little bit of mystery around Pigpen and how it specifically functions. They did show it off, and I didn't unfortunately see it, so this is also for those who haven't seen it either. But we're figuring that because it says trap, it functions like Junkrat's steel trap, so it gets to be placed down, but we don't know the finer details of the mechanics, so we don't know exactly how it's going to function. But we do know that when the trap activates and does as it says, which is slows and damages nearby enemies, it sounds very much like Ramatra's... I forgot the name of that ability off the top of my head. I could actually quickly search that up. I was checking on Overwatch to see if there was an update, but Yeah, it feels like Ramacho's ability where it slows enemies within a certain ability case, but if it is like a trap, that kind of sets it apart and makes it unique. But the idea that the developers, and this was based on the information I received from the video, apparently the developers wanted to make the ability to kind of coincide with chain hook. Like, you could chain hook people that are running, but Pigpen's going to slow them down so you can get value from those hooks. I don't really have a problem. Let me get that name of the ability. Hero... No. Hero information. Thank you. It is Ravenous Vortex. I couldn't think of the name off the top of my head. I don't play Ramacho a lot. But, so Pigpen might function like Ravenous Vortex, but here's the thing that's kind of bothering me. With all this emphasis on hindering and slowing and all this stuff, I actually would prefer crowd control to come back. Now, hear me out for just a second. At the bare minimum, some stuns, may have lasted like a second or 2 seconds or somewhere in between like 0.11111 whatever to 2 seconds tops. I haven't seen any stuns that lasted longer than that. I would hope that my memory is serving me correctly in that. But here's the thing, like, all these slow effects, they're making them last for like 3, 4, sometimes even 5 seconds, dealing damage over time. I would prefer that they bring crowd control back, because at least with crowd control, like, even if they stunned you momentarily, they would have to immediately jump back in and, what's the word I'm looking for here? They would have to take advantage on a split second. So chances are that you actually had a decent enough chance to get out of the line of fire, unless they were literally on top of you, in which case, you have very little chance, but it's still a chance. But I'd rather be stunned for a point fraction of a second, or a second and a fraction, versus being slowed for 4 seconds, because it's basically like, it's torturing you for 4 seconds, like, ha ha ha, you can't escape, and then you just get utterly destroyed. Like, your chances are now reduced to 0 because you're caught within the trap. And I guess that you could make the argument like, oh, if you find yourself in the trap, it's nobody's fault but your own, but like, it's the nature of the game that you have to take risks, high risk, high reward. And it's kind of weird to me. I just prefer that if they went back to crowd control versus all this slowing and stuff, because quite frankly, it's kind of dumb. And it's just my personal take. But I like the application. I don't hate it how they're trying to work it. But I would prefer they just did crowd control and stop. It's kind of like... It's kind of like, just do it already, but they decide to take their time and like, no. Okay, now screw them. Anyway, that sounds so wrong out of context. Anyway, Take a Breather is also going to change up a little bit. They reduced the damage reduction from 50% to 30%, if I saw the numbers correctly, so you actually receive more damage. But the healing is now changed from being like a one-time instantaneous thing with increased healing afterwards, that it's now a meter, similar to how like Moira works, and in a full charge you could restore up to 450 HP, but it takes about 1 second to reduce a portion of your meter, and then it's like 12 seconds total to fully refill. So I actually don't hate that, because now it means that you are in full control of the amount of healing that you get. If you only need to be topped up a little bit and none of your healers are around, bam, top up, and you got a whole meter ahead of you. It actually makes it better. I like the practical portion of it, and it does feel really good. I don't lie. It's definitely going to be a change, and he's definitely going to be a little bit more impressive. So we have no choice but to wait until the update comes out. I don't know if I'm going to be able to film that. I have to watch my daughter, as we probably saw. Where'd she go? Living room. Yeah, I basically blocked off areas she shouldn't be in. I'm not worried. But anyway, let me know what your guys' thoughts are on this, because truth be told, I'm not hating it, but I don't really have a lot of opinions anymore that are kind of like good takes. Let me know your thoughts down below. I'd like to hear them. But other than that, I will be streaming Overwatch this coming week, so I'll be playing that a little bit more often, and I'll be able to test out the Roadhog changes. But be looking forward to that aim guide. I should, as long as the wife doesn't have another incident like last week, should be able to have a little bit of time to make the video, and it shouldn't be more than a 15 to 20 minute video. I'm going to try my best to just not take so long to do everything, but it's going to be a quick video in addition to my previous, so it shouldn't have that one issue that my 1 hour long aim guide video did, which, by the way, I should quickly note, thank you guys so much for making it the video that it is. I'll talk more about the finer details later, but you guys have made it a huge success, and I greatly appreciate all of you. So, with that being said, I will catch you on stream, unless there's another video worth making about an update balance patch. I don't know. I don't know if there's any other balance patch coming up our way, but if there is, I'll be making another video. You guys have a good one.